The new Illinois squatter laws, is it actually going to work for real estate investors here in the Chicago market? I'm Mark Ganley, partner, founder, GC Realty Development, also co-host of Chicago's #1 real estate investment podcast, Straight Up Chicago Investor. Check that out. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is the new law that went in place January 1st, 2026, which on the surface or online talks a big game about combating squatters and the ability for landlords to have options or enforcement versus going the traditional eviction route if they do end up getting a squatter. But the reality of it, the new law, formerly known as Public Act 104-0029, it just basically amends the Eviction Act and the Illinois Eviction Act. And in the Illinois Eviction Act, it's just basically giving the ability, or actually what it doesn't give the ability, but it takes away anywhere where it could potentially prohibit law enforcement to actually come and arrest somebody. Now, anyone that's ever had a squatter issue, the perfect scenario would be you realize it's happening, you call the police, they come, they haul away those people in handcuffs, you have your place back. Now, anyone that's gone through that knows that's not how that works. And usually the police show up, they hear both sides of the story, and they basically say, you know what, I can't handle this, you better call your attorney. And now, I'm not sure much will change. Now, we haven't gone through the experience yet, which is good. I'm happy to have that problem. But I also haven't seen any other real estate investors go through this yet. But the reality of it now is you get into a situation, you show up at your house, your leasing agent shows up at the house, and there is a squatter there. Somebody says they moved in, or someone says they have a lease or whatnot. And now you call the police, and the police can come and arrest that person. But it's going to be up to that local law enforcement, whether it be Chicago or Naperville or Aurora, to say, you know what, this person, the police have to make that decision on the spot that this person is criminally trespassing and arrest them. And the police and the power that they have, or they kind of walk on this line of being conservative and making any brash decisions. They're probably not going to make the decision to haul them away. So I'm not sure. This is a lot of speculation, but I wanted to make sure I explained to you how this is written, because I know real estate investors out there, I talk to them all the time at different meetups, and they seem excited about this. And I was at first too, until I really read into it and saw that this just gives them a little more leeway to actually make the arrest that we all want, but is it going to really happen? So if you ever have a squatter issue, I always call the police. You reach out to your attorney, find out those issues. If you ever want to avoid that issue, that's the best part, right? If you could avoid ever getting into the situation, the best way to solve a problem is prevent a problem, right? And in a squatter issue, some of the best things that you could do is basically, make sure, maybe you have security cameras around. Maybe you don't leave a key in a lockbox on the property. Maybe you're checking on the property, at least every 24, 48 hours, or have some system or a neighbor network to do so. For us, for property management, we're there every couple days. We're checking on the place, whether we're showing it or getting the place ready for move-in. So we're always keeping an eye on things. So if you don't want to ever deal with that, you can always check out our property management operation. You click the link below. We can definitely help you with that. But if you ever have any questions around real estate, leasing, tenant placement, property management, oh no, you're in a situation, what do I do? Reach out. Love to help you. I'm always willing to give my time to local Chicago real estate investors. Have a good day.